We still holding it. We still keeping it going pretty strong.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is there a howl or some kind of chant or something that I never had?
No, it's not nothing to it really. It's just whoop pat.
Can you talk a little bit about what that is? Kidding aside, what it is to
It just
be,
means,
and now you're the leader of the pack, right?
it just basically means holding your brother accountable and making sure that he's giving his best every day.
DeAndre, as we take a look at Daniel Lanning out there on the practice field, he's been vocal out there, and Coach Smart's also been out there trying to help you guys out. What have you seen in how the younger guys have been receptive to that coaching approach from Smart and Lanning, and how have you kind of glad as well?
I feel like all the young guys are taking coaching pretty well. That's all it is, just different coaching from all of the coaches that's around, and I feel like they're taking it on pretty well.
So are you the alpha wolf indeed? Or?
Yeah, I guess I consider myself the alpha wolf.
That has to. I mean, you have to have some satisfaction because you had to kind of wait in line for that honor. How does it feel to have?
Well, I just want to try to keep the legacy going as best as I can, and make sure that the younger guys that's after me keep it going as well.
Yeah.
What kind of progress have you made personally in this fall camp?
Just making sure that I stay in shape and making sure that my team is at their best ability every day.
And overall, how do you feel like the linebackers are progressing?
I feel like everybody is getting better each day. Either it's a middle linebacker or an outside linebacker, but I feel like everybody is gaining a little bit as the days go by.
DeAndre, don't you? Excuse me if I'm wrong here, but after covering your high school, don't you deal with asthma?
No, not really.
Didn't you used to, or something like that?
I did back in high school.
Gotcha. So that's not something that affects you anymore?
No, it never really did affect me.
I gotcha.
Well, what do you take from your predecessors in the Wolfpack? Because I mean, what did you learn? Do you think from all these terrific players that came before you?
Just being on time and, like I said, holding each guy accountable in the room and making sure that everybody gives their best each and every day.
You got there's no denying the guys who are coming in behind you, what level they were recruited at and everything else. And you look at Leonard and Jordan and everybody else is coming. I guess is that the attraction, getting to the league? And because if you look at most of the starters that have come through here lately, they've gotten to the league out of that position. Is that a motivation for people coming to Georgia at this point?
I mean, I feel like we are OLB University, which means that we do send guys to the league from our outside linebacker position. But then once again, just coming to the University of Georgia, I feel like you get a good shot at the NFL.
When you talk about being, holding, your position mates accountable, who when you first got here really kind of held you accountable to help make you what you are?
It was a bunch of them. Leonard Floyd, Jordan Jenkins, Davin Bellamy. It was really mainly Davin Bellamy. And Lorenzo Carter, of course.
You guys, linebackers and running backs go against each other every day, meet out in the open field. How is this running back group maybe different or changed from a year ago?
I mean, I don't really think it changed. I feel like they recruit some of the similar guys in each year, but they are all very pretty fast, and they don't mind running you over if that's what it comes down to as well.
What would you, how would you characterize James Cook?
James Cook?
Yeah.
He's, I would compare him to Sonny Michel a lot, but a little bit faster.
You talked about keeping people accountable. Look at a guy like Walter Grant, who came in last year, fall camp, had a really good camp, and got some playing time. What do you see from him going into his second year? Like, what has he improved on and that kind of stuff?
I feel like he's improved on the aspect of the game, just learning the game, knowing his responsibility, knowing the whole defense, and being able to commute that and get the calls all out to the whole defense.
If the game was tomorrow, do you feel like this defense would be ready to go tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Is it fair that to say that obviously your pass rushing skills are I mean, you led the team in sacks last year, and it seems like you came in on pass rushing downs. Is it fair to say the only thing that's held you back to this point is that run stopping part of the game? Has that been an issue that kept you off the field, or is that not fair to say? I mean, I don't know.
Just honestly, I got only thing in my mind right now is so what, now what. So I don't try to look at last year. I just try to base my game off of this year and just go from there.
Are you a good run stopper as well in the outside linebacker position, in your own opinion?
I feel like I am, yes.
Could you reflect on Saturday? Coach Smart told us that they didn't really run the ball much. That wasn't a focus, and he was upset with the quarterbacks, which I guess in a roundabout way means you guys did your job. I mean, Can you give us some insight as to why the quarterbacks didn't have a very good scrimmage?
That's not. I don't play that position. I leave that up to Coach Smart.
You guys play some pass coverage though, and then rush the passer, right? I mean, did that have something to do with it?
Then again, I leave that up to Coach Smart.
DeAndre, when you talk about guys that played your position here in the NFL, what do you think you need to do to show folks on the next level that you're ready, after 15 games, whatever it might be this year?
Just give it my all each and every time that I'm out there, and show that I am in shape, and basically give it my all.
Did you think and I know it doesn't matter right now, but did you think the preseason ranking being in the top 5 was that fair? Did the team?
No, I never really get into all of those rankings and all of that.
Which aspect does the front seven need more work on, in your opinion? The pass rushing or the run stuffing at this point?
Both. I feel like we can get better at both because each day we can go out there to get better. So I feel like there's always room for improvement.
We hear it a lot that you guys don't pay attention to where you're ranked or the All-American teams or All-SEC teams and stuff like that. What do you do to pass the time? I mean, because you can't be football 24/7. What are you kind of doing in your spare time to make sure you're not looking at those things? Just focus. If it calls just coming up here, me extra, learning the plays, just those little things. I mean, that's just been me personally. I never really got into those rankings and all of that. But what do you do for fun? I mean, because
oh, you talking
like
about
you say,
outside of football?
Yeah. Just what do you do to keep your mind maybe not on your press clippings, but when you're not thinking about what you're doing up here?
Me personally, I just like to go and get a little extra work out of it, hang out with my friends, spend time with my family, those kinds of things, the little things.
DeAndre, what's your impressions of the inside linebackers in terms of certain guys stand out? Is it hard to tell the twos from the ones and that kind of thing?
I feel like they all get better each and every day.
Your guy kind of made your reputation on special teams. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Can you talk about the role that special teams kind of plays in finding your way onto the field for Georgia and onto the bus, as Kirby likes to say?
I feel like it played a major role, especially in my time being here, just because, like you said, those guys that were in front of me, I had to get on the field some kind of way, which it was special teams. So, I mean, I really hold pride in that, and I feel like this year I'm gonna hold way more pride into it as well because that's where I started at. And
Are you still doing something?
Yes, sir.
Special team, what are you on?
Right now I'm on kickoff and punt return. Those are the main ones that I've been on since I've been here.
Even though he's behind you in the backfield, Coach Smart spoke highly of Eric Stokes the other day. Well, what type of things do you see from him and his progressions from year one over to us sophomore season?
You said Eric Stokes?
Yeah, Eric Stokes.
I feel like he's gotten better each and every day as well. Just taking on that special teams role, if that's what it is, just taking on his role as a player here at the University of Georgia.
Who are the most vocal guys on defense that have emerged this preseason?
Pretty much everybody on in that interior or that outside linebacker core.
All the
interior. Pretty much all around because everybody has to get a call and relay the call back to everyone else. I say pretty much everybody.
What about leadership, like in the locker room or even off the field? Like, who are the guys that are starting to?
I say pretty much everybody.
Everybody. When did it happen last year that it was kind of obvious that Davin, Lorenzo, guys on this team, like, were really emerging as critical?
Back to like what I said earlier, so what now one about last year, it's a new year.
Tell us about new linebackers coach Dan Lanning. Describe his personality.
Outside linebackers, but energetic. Every day he comes in the meet room, just energetic. Like there's never a dull moment with him. He's always standing up. Just like the other day before our scrimmage, he decided he was gonna come in and pour one on his head just to try to get everybody woke up and going. I like it.
Fun to work with?
One more?
Of course, yes.
We could do one more.
Thanks, DeAndre.
Thank you.
Thank you, DeAndre.
Thank you.